The hits just keep coming here in the PVL. First, we give you a showdown between the sister teams, and later on, we've got a big matchup between two constant contenders. Who will continue their climb up the standings? Welcome to the PVL, the heart of volleyball.
The theme is sibling rivalry in the first game of our doubleheader right here at the Phil Sports Arena. Fifi Sharma coming off the bench had just 2 points in the loss against the high-speed hitters. In the meantime, Chris Makaslang, a starter, 5 points for the Chameleons, and they suffered a 3-set loss against the Foxies. Coming up later in this doubleheader on the third day, we've got another game, exciting one, as the Chocomucho Flying Titans will try to get another win as you look at our first game today. There's the Flying Titans looking for their second straight win after taking down the Thunder Bells, and the high-speed hitters looking to go back-to-back after beating the Chargers. Hello, everybody. Thank you for watching us on One Sports One, Sports Plus, and Filipinas Live. There's Sam Corrales. Sam, what an exciting afternoon for the fans. You've been pretty busy switching between locker rooms. What do you have for us coming up later?
Well, later I'm going to give you back-to-back stories on motherhood, and I think that's perfect because of someone who's in our panel today as our analyst, Eric.
All right. And speaking of, let me introduce Paneng, the Canucks supporter. Paneng, these two teams, they've met in the All-Filipino Conference last year. It was a straight set win for the Chargers. This is revenge right now, the feeling of the Chameleons coming into this matchup.
Well, I think not more of a revenge, but their eagerness to get their first win. Because so far in the conference, wala pa silang panalo. And I think only 3 sets pa lang ang nakuha nilang panalo so far. But coming into this game, we'll see if they will get that first win.
Well, we are almost more than halfway through the first round, the only round of the eliminations. And just like what Paneng was talking about, here is what you're looking at in respect to the Chargers and the Chameleons.
Yes, looking at the team standing so far, Petrogas Angels are in the top spot with 6 wins and 1 loss so far. But the standings are taking a clear shape with contenders rising to the top. You have Petrogas, Signal, Creamline. But if you take a look in the middle, you have PLDT, Cherry Tigo, Chocomucho, Farm Fresh. Medyo masikip dyan sa area na yan because they are in a mad chase to maintain their positions. And Akari actually coming off from a straight set loss against PLDT is also part of that tight spot in the middle. And Nxled naman coming into this game, wala pa silang panalo, but they would want to try to get that first win.
But not to worry, because no team after the eliminations is going to get, well, eliminated. In this new format, there will be a series of more matchups before the lower-seeded teams are dropped. Now let's talk about the Chargers. This team had no Gretzel Soltones, and they only had Laxina putting up 9 points. But fortunately, Faith Nismeros in her first start for the All-Filipino Conference in her second double-digit game with 11.
That's right. And actually, you mentioned medyo nahirapan nga Akari last Saturday because 2 of their starters didn't play because of minor injuries, Gretchen Soltones and Camille Cal. But Faith Nisperos had a very good game, tallied 11 points. And no first games nila, palagi siyang off the bench, but 90% efficiency in the scoring department because she was able to convert 16 points off the bench whenever she subs in for Ellie Soyud. So for this game, we don't know if Coach Taka, if he will use her as a starting player for this game.
All right, and this lineup of the Chargers pretty well bolstered from offensive players to defensive players. Just Hasareno played her very first game for the Chargers, and what a performance.
That's right, and actually it was a she was very agile for that game. Medyo matagal siyang nawala in the volleyball court, but she performed very well with 10 digs coming from 19 attempts. And it was actually hard for Justin because ang tagal niyang nawala sa volleyball court, and she is struggling, juggling a lot because she's also a full-time student in the LSU, taking up early childhood education, trainings, games, and of course, being a new first-time mom. So medyo mahirap yon for her. But if we take a look at that game, ang ganda ng pinakita niya.
It seems she's got a lot on her plate, being an athlete, being a student, being a mom. For more about that, let's send you over to Sam Corrales.
You know what? It's amazing because did you guys know that she also did not expect to be back on the court so soon? Because she told me that she felt so excited to be back. Finally, nakuha na niya yung feeling sa loob ng court that she's able to play competitive volleyball again. And did you know that it took a lot of dedication and commitment for her to be back? She shared with me back in the dugout during our conversation that she had to lose a total of 11 kilos in a span of just 4 months. So can you imagine, you know, the diet and the meal plans that she had to, you know, endure? And she credits her S&C and also the discipline that she has because she was able to do that. And sabi mo nga Paneng, diba, she was so agile on the court. She's back like she never left. And she shared with me actually her main motivation. And of course, that is motherhood. It's her baby. And her main goal for this conference is actually to win the championship, diba? So it's amazing juggling all those things. How about for you, Paneng? I'm sure you went through the same things. What can you say about, you know, coming back on the court after motherhood?
Well, first, I'm so proud of her because sobrang hirap niyan, okay, na 11 kilos in 4 months. I mean, the discipline and the dedication talaga. If you really have a goal, everything is possible.
And I'm sure right now that's what the fans are thinking, not even the game. That diet plan and the exercise plan, because 11 kilos in 4 months is not easy.
Well, sobrang hirap nun.
All right, now let's talk about the Chameleons. This team coming off a loss. Kiara Permentilla did not play a very good game. She's been scoring in double digits in all their games except for the last one against the Foxies. But fortunately, somebody else stepped up. Former Lady Fighting Maroon Jaya Tienza in double digits.
That's right, and she is the middle blocker of the Nxled Chameleons, and she tallied 11 points with a career high of 6 blocks for that game. So coming into this game, for sure, talaga mag-focus pa siya dyan sa kanyang blockings and to get more points for their squad dahil Kiara Permentilla scored 9 points during their previous game and Laika Ebon also 8 points. But ang ganda nung pinakita nilang laro pero hindi lang nila na-sustain yung momentum na yon.
But more help is coming as the debut of EJ Laure was just in the last game. Not the EJ Laure we know, of course, but she's getting up to speed with the offense and her game, and we expect a lot more.
Yes, definitely. And she scored 8 points for that game. And she started from the bench nung first set. But nung second and third set, siya na nag-start for their squad. But coming up, after playing with Charity Go last year, medyo nahirapan siya dahil on and off the court siya because of her lingering shoulder injury. But we saw her play na nung previous game. So I think magiging mas eager pa siya for this game.
And for the second of 2 reports about mom athletes, let's go back to Sam Corrales.
Yeah, of course. Now for Justin Hazarena, right? She was so excited to be back. Also the same for EJ Laura when I spoke to her earlier. She said that she is excited to be back playing with a new team. But of course, her goal is to be better compared to her last showing in the last All-Filipino conference. And sabi niya sa akin, she may be the veteran here in this team because most of her teammates are young, right? But she said that the chemistry is actually there. They're all eager to finally get that elusive first win. Ang kulang lang talaga ay yung panapos and that commitment up until the end. So let's see how that plays out today.
Well, this is a team that's been together for a while. They only lost some key players like Camille Cal, Laxina, and they actually went to the sister team, Akari. So it's a team with chemistry. It's a team that will gel. So we expect a lot of things from them for sure, right, Panay?
Yes, definitely. And like what Sam mentioned is, yung panapos na lang yung kulang eh. They nagte-training sila every day and intense training like what they mentioned also in their previous interviews. But they have to bring that inside the court. Dahil kahit mahirap yung training, but mas mahirap yung game. So when they have to stick to their game plan and get their first win.
Which brings us to our poll question of the game. Let's send you over back to Sam.
Yeah, let's get you involved with our conversation right here in the PVL. We do have a Pilipinas Live poll question right below your streams. Now for today, we are actually asking who will star in this sister team showdown. Is it Faith Nisperos, Ivy Laxina, EJ Laure, or Kiara Permentilla? You can answer it right below your stream. And don't forget to use the hashtag PVL 2025.
Well, PVL calls this Sister Smash. It's the Chargers and the Chameleons next, right here on your Signal TV channels.
Period. Okay.
What? Okay, heart to heart. I'm Faith Desperos.
I'm Michelle Cobb.
And this is Heart to Heart.
What have you learned about dealing with It's all about perspective. So I think yung sa akin, I take comfort in the fact na nagawa ko yun before. So why
Yeah.
not?
Why not do it again?
You know, and be better. So
Yeah. What was it like playing in the finals again, this time in the pros?
babalik lang din ako sa sinabi ko na this is the pros and this is different. So we cannot compare it to what we experienced in college. But it's great to be back. You know, it was great to play for a bigger crowd. Marami din tayo natutunan as a team. And we went into that finals together. We went out of the court together. I hope marami pa tayong ma-experience na gano'n.
Yeah. And syempre, that's my first team in the pros. You're my first captain in the pros. So like, we both were like just trying to like, yun nga,
Yeah, man.
go through it.
Yeah, man.
So, I guess thank you na ikaw yung nakasama ko. Like, we were both like just helping each other, ganyan. And I hope na ganun pa din tayo
to the end.
till the end, I guess. Yeah. And I love you too, Medyo.
We got each other. We got
Yeah. And that's a wrap.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig and the 2025 season All-Filipino Conference of the Premier Volleyball League, the heart of volleyball. We have two matches lined up for you for this afternoon in the preliminaries. And for match number 39, let us welcome our Akari Chargers and their sister team, our Nxled Chameleons. Presenting our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Patrick Alan Castillo. Second referee, Mr. Joffer Educado. Let's welcome our starting lineup from our Akari Chargers. Let's begin with our team captain. She wears jersey number 6, Michelle Monique Call. At number 2, Mariofi Sharma. Wearing jersey number 10, Camille Victoria. At number 16, Ivy Keith Laxina. Number 17 is Faith Janine Nisperos. And at number 24, Christine Joy Soyud. Starting libero is number 15, Lizette Justine Hazareno. Head coach, Mr. Takayuki Minowa. Calling on our Nxled Chameleons. Team captain wear jersey number 9, Kiara May Permentilia. At number 2, Laika Ebon. Wearing jersey number 3, Energy Laure. Number 7, Critch Luz Makaslang. Number 15, Jaila Marie Atienza. And number 18, Janelle Maraginot. Starting libero is number 1, Sheila Marie Pineda. Head coach, Mr. Guidetti Ettore. This match is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Abuse.
Starting lineup for your Akari Chargers. Bit of a change for Taka Minowa. As Fifi Sharma back in the starting lineup, Michelle Cobb is also the starting setter in today's game. And Eli Soyud, after not scoring in their last game, is inserted into the starting 6. In the meantime, EJ Laure is part of the starting lineup for the first time for Coach Ettore Guidetti, replacing Lucille Almonte. So this is going to be interesting to see how she's going to perform in her first start. Ivy Laxina, only 9 points in their last game, just her second game in single digits. Meantime, also, Kiara Permentilia, first time in single digits. What a season it's been for Permentilia, Paneng.
Yes, actually, she's one of the go-to players for the Nxled Chameleons and actually acting as a leader also for their squad. So she just needs to be more consistent in games because sometimes pag ang laki na ng lamang ng kalaban, there are times na not just her but also the rest of the Chameleons, humihinto sila sa play.
And she's not just a leader, she's also a translator.
That's
For
right.
Coach Guidetti, who sometimes, so that the opponent gets confused, will speak in Italian
Yeah.
to Permentilia, who is a Phil Italian, who grew up in Italy. Victoria scores first point off a block. Mitch Cobb serves. Pineda picks it up. Jaja Maragino, there's a nice hit coming from Permentilia. Soyud tips it. Pineda, a great defensive player, like a Ebon, sends it outside.
Yeah, outside. No block touch there for Laika Ebon's opposite hit. So 2 points for Akari.
Both teams are pretty good at keeping their errors to a minimum. 16 errors against the Foxies for the Chameleons. 20 errors for the Chargers against the high-speed hitters. Ebon will try again. Back-to-back errors. No, but this one gets a block touch. Let's check in with Sam Corrales.
I got to speak to Akari's coach Taka Minowa, who shared with me some updates on the situation of his players. So first, I'll start with Gretchen Soltones, who he said is currently doing a checkup for her jumper's knee. Now, while Camille Cal is technically cleared to play, coach said there is pain when she extends her elbow. According to Coach Taka, Camille Cal did not actually mention this to him for about 10 days before finally opening up about it in the last game. And finally, still no said Domingo for Akari. In my conversation at the dugout with coach, he said that he still needs, I quote, one more step before we see her in action. But he assured me that she's been training with the team. That's all for now. Eric and Paneng.
All right, thank you, Sam. Such a talented team, but right now they can't really get in, full strength because of injuries.
Injuries, yeah. And ang haba nitong conference natin. So recovery is also very important for everyone. But yun na nga, medyo nahihirapan pa siguro mag-adjust. And nasa halfway pa lang tayo for this conference.
Gretchen Soltones, a missing key, a big missing key for Nisperos and the Chargers. I mean, she scored in double digits at least 4 times in her last 6 games. Hazareno overpasses Maraginot to Ebon. Ebon with a tip. There's Hazareno. Back row for Nisperos, who just scored, but now is rejected at the net.
And that was a good block by Atienza. Well, we did mention that her career high was 6 blocks during the previous game, but this time, kakastart pa lang natin ang first set, tallying her first block of the game.
Serving for Nxled.
Jaya Atienza 6 of her 11 points were off blocks. An amazing performance, but unfortunately it resulted in a loss. There's a block touch on the hit by Laksina.
Serving 3.
That was a low and fast set from Michelle Cobb. And a good adjustment by Ivy Laksina for that cross-court hit.
Camille Victoria serving for Akari.
So Cam Victoria, a former Chameleon, in her first conference as a Charger, almost got an ace. Yep, she got it.
And she
Yeah.
scores 5 to 3.
Good serve there. So far, kargado yung mga serves nitong Akari Chargers, forcing misreceive from the Nxled Chameleons.
They probably practiced with serving from Coach Taka after not recording an ace at all in the loss against the high-speed hitters. Maraguinot on 2. Soyud with a hit.
Oh,
Good pickup there by Permentilla. Laika Ebon from the back row. Dug up by Nisperos. Laksina. There's Pineda picking it up. Chiara Permentilla. Turned away.
yeah, that was too near the net. Set from Maraguinot. And 2 tall blockers on that side for the Chargers. Kaya mahirap mag-adjust if the set is that tight.
Block of the set brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference.
Victoria.
Is that on? Now it's on Soyud.
Yeah, that was in Soyuz.
Soyud, first block in the last 2 games. Ebon. Overpass there by Nisperos. Chance ball here. Running attack for Atienza. Picked up by Cobb. Victoria to Soyud. Two-handed pass. Pineda will set it up for Permentilla. Cut shot. Sharma picked it up. Here comes Laksina, who got tangled up with Sharma. Maraguinot underhand.
Free ball.
Cobb again on the first touch. So it's Victoria setting it up for Soyud. Oh, what a rally here. Permentilla looking for the kill. They got it.
That was a long rally and a good cross-court hit there by Permentilla. Na-identify na niya na 2 tall blockers there in front of her with Soyud and VP Sharma, but targeting that cross-court, ang ganda.
Newly minted team captain Chiara Permentilla
Captain Chiara Permentilla.
had an ACL tear in her left knee back in 2019. Was out for 4 years. Cobb to Laksina. Now it's a little too close to the net, but it clipped the line. Coach Guidetti saying it was outside. Are they going to challenge? Yes, they will.
Correction.
Yeah, first challenge of the match.
Nxled Chameleons.
Pero medyo hindi natin alam. I mean, from our angle, parang it looked inside or it looked like it clipped the line.
The lines judge looked pretty sure, but Coach Ettore Guidetti signaled out right from the start. Chameleons 0-6 in this year's All-Filipino Conference. Last year's All-Filipino Conference, after 6 games, they were 1-5. So they're not too far off from their position. But obviously, you want to get a win.
Yeah, for sure. And going back here in the video challenge, that the ball is inside. So that's a unsuccessful challenge for the Nxled Chameleons. But going back, like we keep on mentioning that Nxled actually has a huge potential in winning a game, but it's hindi lang nila na sustain yung momentum, or whenever they're near to get that win, wala silang panapos. Kaya nakukuha nung kalaban nila yung panalo.
Only 3 sets out of a possible 18 they've won so far in this All-Filipino Conference. There's another point. Fifi Sharma
First technical timeout.
picking up her first. And that takes us to our first technical timeout. Chargers up by 4 opening set. Sports Arena, where Just Hazareno and the Chargers up by 4 against the sister team, the Chameleons. Both teams under the Akari Lighting and Tech Corporation. Second game, and she's already a starter, EJ Laure. Obviously, Coach Guidetti expect a lot of big things from her.
But so far, she's having a slow start in this game. But ganda rin naman kasi na pinapakita ng Akari Chargers, and they are focusing on their serve. Kaya nahihirapan makakuha ng magandang first ball itong Nxled, which gives a hard time also to Maraguinot, their setter, to activate her middle blockers and other spikers.
Second straight touch for Laure. Maraguinot this time to Permentilla in the back row. A little soft touch worked.
Good adjustment by Kiara. Take a look at that again. But miscommunication there on the side of Fifi Sharma and Hazareno.
And that's surprising considering they played together.
But minsan kasi pag nakita mong gumalaw yung teammate mo na malapit din sa bola, mapapahinto ka rin eh.
Meantime, Esguerra will check in. Makaslang. They will switch around. Makaslang is limping.
Yeah. And I think
left ankle
problem.
problem.
Left ankle.
Number 15, Giant Atienza.
Esguerra was not in the lineup in the last game against the Foxies. That service outside. So 1 point scored, 1 point given up by the Chameleons. They're back down by 4.
Yeah, sayang yung mga opportunities na ganyan, especially if your team is down by as much as 4 points, because you're already on the given an opportunity to serve and you can score service aces on that service line, but sayang lang if you commit an error.
There you go. That's the EJ Laure we know, former Rookie of the Year in season 77.
Take a look at that cross-court hit again.
First point for Laure in the game.
For Nxled.
Meantime, Jaja Maraguinot, 8 excellent sets in that loss against the Foxies. Ebon, quite a lethal two-woman front line as you see Nisperos hit the net.
Yeah, medyo ang hirap noon dahil ang line ng pinanggalingan ng bola from Ivy, but dikit din sa net yung taas ng bola. So if you're a spiker, as much as possible, i-over mo na lang yun dahil delikado din. Pwede kang mabunggo sa blockers ng opponent.
So 2 straight points scored by the Chameleons. Nice looking serve there.
Oh.
And a quick kill for Fifi Sharma.
Yeah, that was a good set from Michelle Cobb. Dahil ang tight na no first ball ni Faith Nisperos, but she was still able to set that in the reverse for Sharma.
Sharma with a couple of points already. 1 attack, 1 block. 10 serving 7. Pineda with a great pass. Laure with a power push.
Power tick.
Yep, in between 2 blockers.
And EJ Laure, pretty busy first quarter for Laure. I mean, it's all over the news. She is with a new team, learning a new system, training, and then preparing for a wedding come March.
3 points.
I can't imagine how hectic her schedule is.
Well, I love planning our wedding nung husband ko, and for sure she's enjoying that now. And I think sa ibang interviews na sinasabi ni EJ din na may times na nami-miss niya yung trainings because of the preparations. But so far, I mean, previous game nila, ang ganda ng pinakita ng laro. And then this time, scoring a couple of points so far for their squad.
Ebon, got it. Laika, Ebon, very aggressive start. Yes, 2 points already.
Take a look at that reverse set from Maraguinot and a hit from Laika Ebon, targeting the hands of the middle blocker of the Chargers.
Anis Guerra out of Arellano. First game back. Soyud.
Oh,
Nice swing.
Yeah.
Eli Soyud.
ang taas ng daan ng bola niya. Kaya naman ang hirap nun i-recover pag tumama sa kamay ng mga blockers. So far, Akari with a 3-point lead.
Faith Nisperos already with 1 point. Looking for a second.
Good serve.
But a great pass. Permentilla, what a nice angle
Yeah.
for Kiara Permentilla. She's now got 4.
Ang ganda ng first ball ni Kiara. Sakto kay Maraguinot. But take a look at that finish with a cross-court hit.
That deserves a spike of the set brought to you by Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan. Laika Ebon out of FEU. Laksina against 2 blockers. What an angle.
Yeah. Targeting down the line. I think there was a huge opening in the down the line. Kaya naman, I mean, kung ikaw yung open hitter, no, pag nakita mo yung blocker mo, ang layo or may space doon, yun na yung target mo.
Here's another former chameleon. Cam Victoria had 2 points in that loss against the high-speed hitters. Permentilla off speed, picked up by Cobb. Laksina got it again. Back-to-back points for Ivy Laksina.
This time targeting zone 6. At ibabaw naman sa blocker yung attack na yon ni Laksina. Take a look at that again.
And a timeout by Coach Ettore Guidetti as the Chargers starting to pull away once again.
If you want to win, you have to stop on serving on the libero. That's the only way we can do it. Because there is only one that is passing, and is the libero. We are serving on Ivy, and we know that she is good in attack, okay? And we are serving on number 17, that she is an opposite. That's what we're gonna do. Because we're struggling inside out is normal. But in block and defense, we got to be my team, not someone else.
Let's go.
Here we go. Oh. Ready, guys?
All right, pretty basic from Coach Guidetti. Let's not serve to Hazareno.
That's right. Dahil sayang eh. I mean, we know that Hazareno is a good libero with a good first ball. And if you are inside the court or kalaban mo may magaling mag-receive, as much as possible, iwasan mo sila sa serve, like what Coach Guidetti mentioned. But ang maganda dyan is if they target their, from the Akari Chargers, yung mga nakakuha ng madaming points, which is Ivy Laksina. So if you target them sa serve, medyo malilate sila in the approach position, which will help their squad a lot.
Back to a 4-point lead. And nice dump by Ivy Laksina. That was her former position back in college.
It was an over ball and a good guard there in the net by Laksina.
Biggest lead right now at 5 points for the Chargers. And the Chameleons make an adjustment. Maraguinot and Ebon out. Maji Mangulabnan is in along with Catherine Almazan out of Emilio Aguinaldo College. Did not play, at least in the last 2 games. She was not even in the lineup against the crossovers. Nice down the line. There is a block touch, and Permentilla scores her 5th.
Off the block, attack there by Kiara Permentilla, and now she's in the service area.
Laksina going cross court, clip the net.
Yeah, too low yung target niya, or yung contact sa bola rather. So this is a good 2-0 run for the Nxled Chameleon.
Exactly the type of response Coach Guidetti's been looking for. Let's see if they can go all the way. Hazareno with a gorgeous pass. Here comes Laksina.
Oh.
Got it again.
Yeah, medyo na late doon sa block si Atienza. So Ivy Laksina saw that huge opening in the cross court. So she targeted that zone 6 of the Nxled Chameleons.
Technical timeout. 4-point lead for the Chargers. Arena. You look at fans of the Chargers should be happy. They are up by 3. Security Bank Finance ang BFF na malalapitan, or SB Finance. All right, it's been all Chargers so far. The Chameleons have not led so far in this opening set, Paneng.
Palagi sila yung humahabol sa lamang nitong Akari Chargers, but the Chargers maintaining at least 3 points advantage, but this time having a 4 points advantage coming onto the second technical timeout. So I think the Nxled Chameleons needs to be more aggressive and distribute yung sets nila to other spikers to confuse the blockers also of the Akari Chargers.
Rare miscue there of an off-speed hit by Permentilla. Hazareno unable to pop it up, so that's a point for the Chameleons as we send it to Sam courtside.
Speaking of the Chameleons, I have an update on Krich Makaslang, who's currently on the sidelines. According to the team's PT, it looks like she may have overstretched her left ankle based on what they saw on the court. So sabi nga ni Krich, from a scale of 1 to 10, it's really a 10. They are icing the area. They're waiting for it to subside so that they can reassess if there's any micro tear. However, we have to note that it appeared to already be taped coming into this game. So let's hope for the best for Krich Makaslang and the Nxled Chameleons. Back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Sam. Lucille Almonte in the meantime scoring, but that's very unfortunate. Krich Makaslang, a vital part of the lineup of Coach Guidetti.
That's right. And actually, she is also a good middle blocker. May ibang game sila, itong Nxled Chameleons, na okay, yung mga pinapakita niya in the blocking department, and even her presence inside the court na kahit hindi siya nakaka-point, trying to uplift the morale of her teammates.
Meantime, there's an ace by Jaya Chansa, the first ace for the Chameleons. By the way, I stand corrected. Jacel De Los Reyes is in the lineup right now, number 14 for the Chameleons, along with Lucille Almonte and Mangulabnan. There's a block against Laksina. You don't see that very often. Chance ball. Mangulabnan to Almonte. Got it again. No, wow, what a run here from down 5 points.
That's right.
4 scored straight by the Chameleons, Manning.
Yeah, this is a good run by the Chameleons. Dahil kanina ang bagal ng laro nila, and always like what we mentioned, na sila palagi naghahabol sa point nitong Akari, but this time, first time nila makahabol and makatie sa score. So this is a good momentum for their squad, and the pressure is on for the Akari Chargers.
And the pressure relieved by the Faith Nisperos hit. That's her second point of the game.
That's right, coming off from a back row hit, Faith Nisperos. Ang ganda nung, minsan may mga back row hits siya na akala mo nasa front line siya dahil ang ganda nung elevation niya and yung contact sa bola. Nakaiwas talaga siya sa mga blockers.
Short-lived deadlock as the Chargers back up by 1. Almonte with a short pass, gets it back. Lucille Almonte again off the bench. Lucille Almonte delivering a spark for the Chameleons. She's got 3.
Coming off the bench, very aggressive in the open hits. And nahihirapan yung blockers ng Akari Chargers. So that's good for Almonte and the rest of the Nxled Chameleons.
And we're tied again, 17-all. Coach Guidetti making another adjustment once again. Brings back Maraginot and Ebon in the lineup. De Los Reyes and Mangulabnan will sit back down. A combo play, Nisperos. And the Chargers back up by 1.
18-17.
Isahan lang yung points so far at the latter part of this first set. And Faith Nisperos is in the front row for the Akari Chargers, so we might expect more sets for her because she has the hot hand so far for their squad.
Service out for Fifi Sharma, so a freebie ties the game once again. It is deadlock number 5 of the opening set. And you've got to wonder, Paning, when will the Chameleons take the lead for the first time here in the opening set? They're running out of time. We're tied at 18-all, tail end of the opening set.
That's right, but they have to focus on the first serve muna and block.
There's a block against Nisperos. Chance ball, Maraginot. There you go to Permentilla. Permentilla for the lead.
Yeah, first time. Mag-lead ang Nxled Chameleons for this set. So everything's looking good for their squad.
7 points for Kiara Permentilla. And they're up by 1, forcing Coach Takaminoa to call a timeout and will listen in to the Chargers.
If it's like open, pasok tayo. Okay? So any Fifi, see Fifi, if it's down ball, your timing also different. So if you want to try to fix her, broke timing, only that, it's okay. We're going to cover. Okay, so one time tayo, 1 point, 1 point. Go lang, go lang, go lang. Wag na, go.
Medyo ma-agree lang ata. May kaso sila. Yes, yes.
Hey, Akari Chargers! Timing them.
You appreciate how our coaches, their foreign coaches, starting to incorporate Tagalog.
Yes.
And especially for Coach Saka, I mean, he's been here for so long.
Yeah.
And that relationship as well with Jaja Santiago. And really helping him with a language barrier.
At the service zone, number 17,
But yeah, Akari Chargers needs to relax and have a good first ball. Oh! With the help of the net, getting that service ace.
Scores 20.
Now with a 2-point advantage, Nxled Chameleons, take a look at that. Flip the net, and hindi na nakapwesto. Si ang layo na, hindi na makuha yung first ball. Good advantage, 2 points advantage here by the Chameleons.
And that's another ace.
Yeah.
Almonte really taking charge for the Chameleons, sparking this 11-3 run. And it's a 3-point lead for the Chameleons.
Service Almonte.
Yeah, that's an achievement already for the Nxled Chameleons, having a 11-3 run. But take a look at Almonte again with a good serve.
Finally a side out for Cam Victoria, getting her second point of the game.
It's a good first ball by Faith, but a short running hit there.
Down by 2, Mitch Cobb and the Chargers after leading by as many as 5. Ebon.
Down the line,
And
22.
a quick side out for the Chameleons, restoring a 3-point cushion.
Look at that reverse set by Maraginot, and a good target there and down the line by Laika Ebon.
Can't help but put his hands together. Coach Guidetti clapping for his team, enjoying a 3-point lead. A nice dig coming from Esguerra, but too far for a second touch.
Yeah, it sailed outside as well.
22.
2 points advantage lang meron dito ang Nxled na kaya pang habulin ng Akari Chargers, especially Faith Nisperos in the service area. We know that she has a good serve and loaded serve. So we'll see if she will do that for this point.
Ebon got it. Oh, the Chameleons' biggest lead at 4, and it's 4 set points as well here in the first.
It's a fast side out for the Nxled Chameleons. But substitution here for the side of the Akari Chargers.
Raven in.
Danny Ravenna subbing in for Faith Nisperos.
Serving to the set, number 2, Laika Ebon.
Oh, nice serve from Ebon off the chest of Hazareno. But there's a free ball for the Chargers. Laxina saying there's a block touch. And
Ball is out.
according to our first referee, Patrick Castillo, there wasn't any. There's going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
Challenge on the floor by Akari.
Because Laxina
Block touch.
is confident that there was a check ball, but the referees did not see one, so they will use their first challenge for this set.
Challenge no longer continued. Maraginot admits.
Oh, the point is now awarded to the Akari Chargers.
Yeah, Maraginot, I believe, just admitted that there was a touch. Apparently, there was a scoring error, so it's not
2 out.
set point yet for the Chameleons. They're only at 23 right now. So we've made the adjustment already. So it's 21 serving 23. Cam Victoria for the Chargers. Looking for her first ace. Permentilla.
Oh, good defense.
Save is no good from Cobb, and there it is. The 4 set points, or 3 set points for the Chameleons, 24-21.
Nxled pa nauna for the set point. So a good run by the Chameleons.
Laksina sends it outside. No block touch.
Ball is out.
And that is it.
Chameleons take set
Just the fourth set won in this All-Filipino conference. And it's against their sister team, the Chameleons, up 1-0 against the Chargers.
It was a good first set by the Nxled Chameleons. Kanina slow na start nila, but nung nakuha na nila yung momentum nila, dun na sila nagdire-diretso para makahabol sa point na Akari Chargers, and definitely closing this first set, getting their first set win. Contribution in the scoring department of Lucille Almonte, Jaisel De Los Reyes, and the settings of Mangulabnan that changed the pace for the Nxled Chameleons na hindi na nakasunod itong blockers and defense pattern ng Akari Chargers, giving them their first set loss, talking about the Chargers. So this is a good start for the Nxled Chameleons, and I think Coach Guidetti will change his second set starting with Almonte starting for their squad now.
Lucille Almonte, what an excellent job off the bench in the opening set. 5 points from 3 attacks and 2 aces.
Coming from behind, our Nxled Chameleons took the set away
Meantime,
from the Akari Chargers.
for the Chargers, they're led by Laksina with 7, Nisperos with 4.
Welcome to set number 2.
While for the Chameleons, Permentilla with 8, 5 for Almonte, and Ebon with 4.
First serve, Nxled, number 17, Lucille Almonte.
Second set underway. Nice hit from Victoria. The chase, and Jervina unable to get the second touch.
Well, that was a good effort for Nxled Chameleons na ang taas ng bola eh. If kaya mo pang habulin, at least the effort was there.
Chargers, 1-0. But they're down a set. Bermentilla turned away.
That was a good block by Victoria.
2 for Akari.
Let's check in with Sam Corrales.
Jai Atienza had an amazing performance in their last game, even earning her spot today as a starter for the Nxled Chameleons. Now, Jai told me that she's getting confidence from her coaches and her teammates, kaya mas komportable talaga siyang gumalaw. Pero sabi niya, parang may half-hearted feeling despite her career high of 6 blocks because they did not get the win. And they definitely wanted today kasi napakataas ng spirits nila sa dugout, and maybe that was key in their good momentum in the first set. So for today, sabi ni Jai, her goal is to play with less pressure and keep expectations manageable. After all, she just wants to do what's asked of her, no more, no less. Back to you, Eric and Penang.
All right, thanks very much, Sam. After a 4-point win in the opening set, right now Chameleons with a few errors in their game, and they're down quickly 3-0 against the Chargers. Nisperos, Pineda pops it up. First long rally of set number 2. Bermentilla got it. First point of the Chameleons in set number 2.
Chameleons get their first point. Nxled serving for next.
So far, the blockers of the Nxled Chameleons, nababasa nila na maayos yung hitters na Akari Chargers. But take a look at that service ace of Nxled.
And that's 2 straight points scored by the Chameleons after trailing 3-0. Very quickly,
yes,
they're getting back into the set. You don't want to get down in a big way against the Chargers. In the succeeding set after the first set, after the first win. But Esguerra with a service fault.
And mas nagiging kargado yung serve actually ng Nxled compared nung start nila nung first set. Kaya nahihirapan din makapwesto na at makakuha ng magandang first ball itong Akari Chargers.
Low serve there coming from Nisperos. That's her second error of the game.
Masyadong mababa yung contact niya sa bola.
Like Ebon for the serve.
Good first ball.
Max Swanko in the game. Off the chest of Almonte. Here's a chance ball for the Chargers. Laxina. And that one is out. And Laxina scores her 8th point of the game.
5.
If you read the set of Michelle Cobb to Ivy Laxina whenever Maraguinot is in the front row, sila yung magkatapat there eh. I mean, Ivy Laxina, open hitter, then Maraguinot is the blocker of Ivy. So if you're the setter, parang dinidikit mo yung set sa net para mas magtaas yung contact ng hitter mo. And we are seeing that so far sa mga hits ni Ivy Laxina, targeting above her blockers.
Soyud. There's a pass. Coming from Ebon, off-speed hit from Bermentilla, picked up by Laxina. Cobb is everywhere. Cobb is hurt. Cobb twisted her neck as she tried to save that ball, and she is hurt. She is in pain. PTs are right away on the floor checking in on Mitch Cobb. Let's hope she's okay. But she dove for that save.
Yeah, and then she rolled. Was it a front roll? Usually if you chase for the ball kasi, lalo pa nagmamadali ka, side roll siya. But minsan namamali din yung pwesto eh.
Here's a look. Tough get from Cobb. There's the roll. She didn't really completely roll over.
Yeah.
Getting put on a stretcher and got a neck brace on. We hope for the best, obviously.
Yeah.
We wish her a speedy recovery. And it's not as if right now the Chargers don't have setter problems. We heard from Sam earlier that Camille Cal also feeling some pain on
her elbow, if I'm not mistaken.
Which is, if it's the right, it seems like it's the right elbow. It's heavily taped up. And now Mitch Cobb going down with a neck injury.
Substitution for Michelle Cobb. Michelle Cobb.
Prayers for speedy recovery for Michelle Cobb.
Timeout, Akari Chargers.
And the Chargers will talk it over. Timeout on the floor. 5-3. Chargers up by 2.
Okay, now time to look at each other. Okay, we need to fight. Okay, for Mitch also. Okay, now don't stop your fighting spirit. Okay, now still have a point, 2 point. Okay, focus break tayo. Kami, are you ready tayo? Okay, to? Go.
Let's go.
Ready tayo, girls. Go run, go run, go run.
Okay, let's go.
Let's be strong. Let's go.
Fight, fight, fight! Chargers! Go!
That's a good timeout by Coach Taka, reminding his players to stay focused in this game. It's only, they still have a 2-point advantage so far in the second set.
So Cam Victoria will serve. Camille Cal is in. Bad elbow and everything because of the injury to Mitch Cobb. Welcome back to our coverage of the All-Filipino Conference right here at the Phil Sports Arena. Nice hit there from Permentilla.
Long ball target by Kiara. They only need 1 point to tie the score with the Akari Chargers.
They were down by as many as 3 to start the second set. You know, the Chameleons. Laxina blocked. Coverage by Nisperos. Cal back to Ivy. Looking for the down the line. Nice pickup by Permentilla. Almonte. Juanco picks it up. Soyud rises, hits, and sends it outside.
Yeah. No block touch there for the attempt of Ellie Soyud. So the point will go to the Nxled Chameleons, and now we're tied with 5 points.
Service.
What a fight back by the Chameleons. And we talked about it during the Open, Paneng, about how they lack, you know, that fight in them. But right now, that's exactly what they're showing. And the run continues for the Chameleons. They lead for the first time in set number 2.
Ball hit the antenna, ball is out, point and serve.
It all started with a good run in the first set, talking about the Nxled Chameleons, and now they were able to get more points, and parang mas magaang yung laro na pinapakita nila ngayon.
A great serve. Sharma, nobody there. Gervina was near the attack line, empty quarter. That's where Victoria, pardon, Sharma, the point.
Serving for Akari.
Soyud with 3 points. Almonte off the block, and it's outside. Side out, Chameleons.
She's very aggressive in the front row. Kita niya kahit na tikit yung set and the blockers are already there in front of her. Tinarget pa niya yung kamay ni Camille Cal and hit it off the block.
Almonte with 6, second leading scorer behind Permentilla's 10. Max Juanco with the first touch. Laxina down the line, got it.
Laxina.
Yep, on top of the blockers. A good reach there on the open hit. And a quick side out for the Chargers. Take a look at that again.
And she's so hard to block. I mean, 6'1" with a wingspan that's probably longer than 6'1".
For sure.
And most of the time you see her hit, she's above the block.
Parang yun talaga yung target niya is to hit above her blockers dahil yun din yung mahirap na ma-target if you're the defender.
Permentilla, back row. Got it. What a shot for Kiana Permentilla, now with 11.
For the Chameleons.
8-7. Chameleons up by 1 against the Chargers and are up 1-0. Between the Chameleons and the Chargers, and right now Nxled are up 1-0 and also up by 1 point, 8-7 in set number 2 against their sister team, the Akari Chargers, who are right now at 8th out of the 12 teams in the standings, and the Chameleons are 12 out of 12. They're 0-6. They're looking for their first win.
But so far, everything's looking good by the side of the Nxled Chameleons. But they need to sustain their momentum because ang ganda na pinakita nila ng first set. And ito namang second set so far up by 1 point. So can they get more points na lamang against Akari Chargers?
Nice set. But what a dig from Permentilla in the back row. Here comes Ebon. Turned away. Gervina with a great save. Almonte, this one is low.
Yeah. Nahirapan siya mag-adjust doon. Medyo malayo yung taas ng bola sa net. But a good attempt though by Almonte.
First attack error for Almonte, who's played a near perfect game. 6 points, 4 attacks, 2 aces, 8 all. Set 2. Fifi Sharma is the starter today after coming off the bench against the high-speed hitters. Sporting a new number, by the way. She's now number 2. Used to have a number 14 across her jersey. Back row Laksina. That one is outside.
Masyado siya nakailalim sa bola for that back row hit.
Serving 8.
So the lead is back to the Nxled Chameleons.
Lucille Almonte serving for Nxled.
3 errors. 3 out of the 9 points of the Chameleons coming from errors by the Chargers.
Free ball.
Ebon. Yes, Laika Ebon knocking it in. Let's check in with Sam Corrales.
A very unfortunate event for Mitch Cobb as she got stuck during the roll. When I was with her in the dugout, they were observing and assessing her situation, but she is responsive. Sabi ni Mitch, talagang natakot daw talaga siya, and she's really wondering bakit hindi natuloy ang kanyang roll. But we're seeing positive signs. She does not feel any pain in the neck. She does not feel dizzy. Her forehead is just numb, but she can definitely grip with her hands. So officials are still assessing her back in the dugout. That's all for now. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Sam. Good news, definitely, about Mitch Cobb, who injured her neck. Did not do a complete roll after diving for the ball early in set number 2. But meantime, Ivy Laksina with back-to-back errors, and don't look now. This is the biggest lead, Paneng, for the Chameleons at 3 points. But a short-lived one.
But because of that service error, at least they're still up by 2 points. So they need to have a quick side out. But this good game so far by the Chameleons and Camille Cal in the service area.
Combination play. Cal picking it up. Hazareno to Nisperos. There's Almonte with the first touch. Ebon
Oh,
turned away by Nisperos.
Yeah. a good block by Faith Nisperos.
And take a look at this block of the set brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference.
That was a good read, the down the line hit.
Maraguinot to Permentilla. Here's Hazareno passing. Camille Cal to Victoria. And Victoria off a block touch.
We're tied at 11.
Got Victoria ties the game. Five now for Cal Victoria. 3 coming in set number 2.
Cal.
Is that a 3-0 run so far by the Akari Chargers?
That's right. From down 8-11, they tied the game. Oh, good first ball coming from Bang Pineda. Nisperos. Maraguinot to Permentilla for the lead. Coverage by Almonte. And here comes Ebon. Drop shot. Picked up by Hazareno. Chance ball going the way of the Chameleons.
Oh!
Miscommunication there between Maraguinot and Permentilla.
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity for their squad because coming from a free ball, but a costly miscommunication there between Maraguinot and Permentilla.
Time out. Nxled
And Coach
Chameleons.
Guidetti wants to talk it over.
If the middle blocker goes back, the ball goes front. If the middle blocker goes big, the goal goes back. Okay, because we have double block and they are going every time following the middle blocker. Okay, so middle blocker one side, ball to the other side. And be prepared. Guys, those are 3 points. 2 times they have been good and 1 time we have been too much full of ourselves. More communication and stay with the feet on the floor. Get it? Here we go. Up.
Coach Guidetti has an info-packed huddle, that's for sure. I mean, so many things to digest in that short timeout to try and stop this 4-point run by the Chargers.
But yeah, sayang dahil hindi na sila nakaalis sa 11. Ang ganda na nung laro na pinapakita ng Chargers and now parang ito yung nakikita natin sa next set sa mga previous games nila na humihinto sila sa momentum nila and sa good game na pinapakita.
Serving for the
But coming from a timeout, let's see how they will respond to Coach Guidetti.
Nice serve coming from Cal. Underhand pass. Permentilla turned away.
Says Victoria.
Good block by Victoria and Eli Soyun. Parang nabasa na nila itong mga attackers ng Nxled with Permentilla and Laika Ebon, 2 of the leading scorers for the Chameleons, but they were able to adjust to their blocking positions.
5-0 run right now by the Chargers. Nisperos make that 6-0.
The angle. 14.
Good run by the Akari Chargers. I think it all started with good serves ni Camille Cal and a more aggressive hits and blocks by the front row players from the Akari Chargers.
Much better pass by Almonte. Here comes Permentilla again. And that side out stopping the 6-point run of the Chargers.
To 14.
Permentilla now with 12 points. She is back in double digits after putting up only 9 in their loss against the Foxies. Cal. Nisperos with the tip. Maraguinot picking it up. Esguerra will play setter. Permentilla looking for back-to-back points. She got it.
The net. And
Yeah, with the help of the net.
13 to 14.
Cross-court hit by Chiara Permentilla. Take a look at that again. I think that's her strong angle, the cross-court. Na nakapag-adjust na yung blockers ng Akari Chargers.
13 points for Chiara Permentilla. Bad angle for the serve. Esguerra, that stops the run, that mini 2-point run by the Chameleons.
Faithless Perez. Serving for the Chargers.
Another great pass by Almonte. Permentilla. Off-speed hit.
yeah.
She's got all the tips and the tricks right now.
Good variations in the attack. Take a look at that. Ang layo ng defense ng Akari Chargers. Kaya naman nahirapan na silang kunin yun. And now, again, double substitution on the side of the Chameleons.
Again, De Los Reyes and Mangulabnan returning for Coach Guidetti. It's a one-point game.
And on the side of the Chargers, Danny Ravena.
Serving for Nxled.
Soyud. Mangulabnan with an easy pickup. Jervina sets it up for De Los Reyes. There's a net touch. Got a call against Ivy Laksina.
Called on Laksina. We're tied at 50.
5 errors now for Ivy Laksina. She scored 9, but she's given up 5 points as well.
So if plus minus, parang
Yeah.
4 points lang
Exactly.
yung na-contribute niya so far for their squad.
But she makes up for it, scoring now her 10th point of the game. She is in double digits, and the Chargers back up by 1 against the Chameleons, set number 2. Back here inside the Phil Sports Arena, and look at that pair. SB Finance, ang BFF na malalapitan, and these two BFFs, you can't tell if they're cheering for, unlike the first BFFs we saw, they were cheering for the Chargers.
Yeah, naka-Akari shirts sila.
And the second.
Because if they're cheering for the Chameleons, they're probably the lucky pair for Nxled today, because Nxled up 1-0, and only down by 1. It's another close set, Paning.
That's right.
Great pass by Almonte. Mangulab na, no, nearly touched the net. But what a block again by the Chargers, Paning.
But good blocking so far na nakita natin here from the Akari Chargers. I did mention na nababasa na nila yung mga hits or yung mga angles nito Nxled Chameleons.
Victoria.
Everything working well naman for the side of the Akari Chargers.
And by the way, Chargers have 7 blocks so far. 4 of the 7 coming from Eli Soyud. That's how good she's been timing. And Laksina with an off-speed hit. What a run here, a mini run after the technical timeout, Paning.
But I think Ivy Laksina also changing the speed of her hits dahil nag-aantay na naman ng malalakas na palo itong Chameleons. Ang laki ng buta sila in the middle of their defense pattern. So timeout here from Coach Guidetti.
Guys, right now we got to think about the service. He's long and he's falling down at the last second. Help each other. We need one coverage, okay? If we are in a situation that we have to play high block, we knew we got double block, we have to cover. Anyway, remember, right now they are scoring only using the direction that we worked on. So there is the tip, there is the line, there is the long diagonal. Here we go.
Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. Coach Dante Alinsunurin and the Flying Titans going to match up against the high-speed hitters later. Both those teams coming off wins. while both these teams coming off
Serving for
losses.
Akari, number 10, Camille Victor.
Back to the biggest lead for the Chargers at 3 points. Maji Mangulabnan to De Los Reyes with a two-handed dump. Cam Victoria digging it up. A little confusion there between Soyud and Ravenna. Combination play. De Los Reyes, Ravenna with the first touch. Tough save. That's at least 5 touches already against the Chargers.
But I think there was a foot fault violation called by our second referee.
Yep.
And there's a challenge.
There's a challenge
by the Chargers.
by the staff of Coach
Football.
Minoa.
Challenge, football, Akari.
Foot fault was called by our second referee, Joffer Educado. Well, we have this time. Can I get your thoughts, Paneng, on the different coaching styles? The Italian coaching style by Coach Guidetti and the Japanese coaching style by Coach Minoa. What have you noticed so far, and how far the PVL has come as well with getting influences now from different countries?
Well, parang there are different styles when talking about Coach Taka and Coach Guidetti. Si Coach Guidetti medyo mas, ano siya eh, mas... Ang dami niyang mga movements or minsan yung mga reactions whenever nagkakaroon ng error or point yung team nila compared to Coach Taka na very relaxed. So, I mean, talking about the challenge there, unsuccessful challenge because there was indeed a foot fault violation on the side of the Akari Chargers.
Meantime, the newlywed May Luna Lumahan, who was not in the lineup in their last game, in fact didn't even play the game before, is playing for the first time after missing 2 games. What a tough pass for Max Wanko to Laksina. Here comes Lumahan with her first touch.
Good save.
Sharma.
And not according to Patrick Castillo, it's a lifting violation he calls. And Coach Guidetti does not seem to agree with the call. Are they going to challenge? They still have one more.
Substitution, Akari. 1 out, 17.
Seems they would not use the challenge.
Yeah.
Both teams with 1 challenge remaining and 1. No more timeouts, I beg your pardon, for the Chameleons.
Serving for Akari.
Oof, wait a minute.
Rotational error.
Well, the technical committee pressed the buzzer. It went off. They have not signaled.
Called on Akari. Server.
Wrong server?
Should have been Elison.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Okay.
Wrong server.
Wrong server. All right, so a freebie for the Chameleons.
Yeah.
They needed that.
2 points na lang kailangan ng Chameleons to tie the score.
Atienza to serve for Nxled.
So it's still a close game, and anybody's set. Atienza serving. Remember, Jai Atienza had a couple of aces in set number 1.
Oh, too low.
What a hit there from Sharma saving it. De Los Reyes sending it outside.
Yeah, medyo nakailalim siya sa bola. Hindi niya na-adjust. Hindi siya nakapag-adjust na maayos or approach na maayos for that reverse set from Mangulabnan. So 3 points again ang lamang ng Akari Chargers.
Ivy Laksina. Serving for the Chargers.
Great serve. Lumahan picking it up. Eric Permentilla from the back row. Laksina with a great dig. Sharma, that one into the net. No, apparently off a block. Saved by Hazareno. Chance ball.
Oh,
Pineda.
Mangulabnan got it.
Lumahan blocked. Mangulabnan with coverage. Here's Chiara Permentilla, back row. Laksina digging it up. Lisperos, cross court. Popped up by Pineda. Permentilla again, back row. This one into the net.
Loses.
Yeah.
21.
Hirap mag-adjust doon if you're the back row hitter dahil ang layo ng pinanggalingan ng bola at ang taas ng set sa kanya.
24.
So this is a 4 points advantage for the Akari Chargers and Coach Guidetti bringing in Jaja Maraginot and Laika Ebon.
And this is now the biggest lead for Ivy Laksina and the Chargers in set number 2. Oh, service outside.
Yeah.
Sails out.
So the Chargers keeping the window of opportunity open for the Chameleons. Only down by 3.
3 points, yeah. Kanina first set, ang layo ng
Yeah.
hinabol nila. So we
5.
know na kaya din nilang habulin itong lamang ng Akari. But Akari needs to have a good first ball to execute a good play.
Oh, that's a great pass coming from Max Wanko. Gervina sets it up. Ebon. Block. Maraginot. Back to Laika Ebon. And Soyud popping it up. Nisperos mishit.
Yep.
Ball is out.
And 2 straight points.
19.
Off 2 straight errors. Scored by the Chameleons. So it's just a 2-point game.
This is a strong front row for the Nxled Chameleons with Laika Ebon, Esguerra, and May Luna.
Oh, a great tip. Camille Cal.
To play.
Great anticipation at the net. Camille Cal with the first point of the game.
A good first ball and dikit sa net. And if you're a front row setter, talaga the dump ball mo na lang yun.
And it doesn't look like she had any problem with the
Yeah.
elbow. Great stop by the Chargers, make it a 3-point game.
A good first ball.
Esguerra, one-handed dig is no good for Ivy Laxina. Quick side out for the Chameleons.
20 to 22.
Yes. A spike of the set brought to you by Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan.
No blockers there in front of her. Kaya naman laki ng space na doon at the cross court.
Esguerra with 2 points, and it's a 2-point game. Lumahan with a serve. Cal, to Cam Victoria with
Victoria.
great soft touch.
Yeah. Ganda ng placement. Hindi mo na kailangan ipaluin ng maayos or ng malakas rather if you saw that huge opening on the defense.
Terrific hands for Cam Victoria after scoring only 2 points in the loss against the high-speed hitters. Victoria now with 6, but more importantly, a 3-point lead once again for the Chargers. They're 2 points away from tying this game. Great serve again from Cal. Permentilla, block. Ebon, down the line. It is outside.
Yep.
No block touch. And that'll be 4 set points for the Chargers.
Again, the blockers of the Akari Chargers really marking the hits, cross-court hits of the Chameleons spikers.
Permentilla, she's been blocked several times. This one gets through. Soyud for the win. Not just yet. Almonte with a nice dig. Permentilla picked up by Cal, so it's Hazareno setting it up a little close to the net. Soyud adjusts, and Soyud scores.
Yeah.
Ball is in.
But Bam Pineda said that it went outside because she was already there. Pero nag-stop lang siya to get it. Maybe because she saw that it was already sailing out.
All right, we will find out. There is a challenge here from Coach Guidetti and company. If this is unsuccessful, set 2 is over. And will be the 25th point for the Chargers. Well, Chameleons, they were not off to a good start here in set number 2. They were down quickly 3-0, all from errors. And they had to play catch-up. Although they did catch up, in fact, they even had a 3-point lead as well. But you were mentioning the defense at the net by the Chargers. So good, especially against one of the top hitters of the Chameleons in Kiara Permentilla.
And also Laika Ebon. Medyo nahirapan na rin si Laika. But take a look at that. What happened? Wow. Did it clip the line? Oh my gosh.
Tell. That's as far as we can zoom in. And apparently a little bit of the ball clipped the line. And yep, it is all over. 25-20, a 5-point win for the Chargers. To tie this match at 1 set apiece. We'll be back with set number 3 right after these.
We're tied at 1 set apiece with Akari Chargers closing that second set 25-20. It was a good run by the Akari Chargers. A slow start actually from them because Nxled had the momentum coming from the first set with a good win. But coming to the second set, the Akari Chargers was able to adjust in their defense pattern, reading the attackers of the Nxled Chameleons. So Nxled had a hard time converting their attacks into scores because the blockers of the Chargers was either getting a kill block or a block touch that nakapagpabagal sa bola, landating ng bola on their side. And we're looking at the numbers with Akari leading the attack department with 12 attacks versus 9 on Nxled and 4 kill blocks for that set. No service ace, and they had same errors for the second set from both squads. But I think the quick adjustment of the Akari Chargers got them their second set win. So coming into the third set, 1 set apiece na tayo meron. So we'll see of who will have a good start and who will get more points for the third set.
But it doesn't seem, Paneng, like it's the start that dictates who's going to win. Because let's remember, the first set, it was a 5-point lead for the Chargers, and they lost by 4. And then in the second set, they led by 3, but so did the Chameleons, and it was a 5-point win in the end for the Chargers. We're tied at 1 set apiece. It seems like a pretty even matchup between these two teams. What do you think will be the edge for either one come set number 3?
Well, I think both of the squads, they have to focus on their serves and their attacks. Dahil yung first 2 sets, nakita natin, even Coach Guidetti mentioned na yung target nila sa serves, kung sino yung gusto nilang mag-receive on the opposite side of the net. But nung second set, I think a lot of the Akari Chargers targeted Almonte in the first ball. Parang halos walang nakapunta sa nakapag-receive yung libero ng Nxled. And then on the side naman of the Nxled Chameleons, we saw a couple of service errors, but I think yung quick adjustment ng Akari yung naging okay for them in the second set.
Now, let's see. One of the things we saw as well, and that the stats proved it, the blocking of the Chargers was so good in set number 2 and really slowed down the offense, not just of Permintilla, but also of several attackers, including Laika Ebon. And that's something the Chameleons will have to take note coming into the third set. Bad pass there. And again, off an error, the first point, Chargers, set number 3.
Again, Coach Guidetti starting Almonte for this third set.
Service, Soyud.
Eli Soyud with a game. 6 points, 4 of the points coming from blocks today. Great pass from Pineda. Almonte. Laxina with a dig. Camille Cal, underhand pass to Nisperos. Coverage in the back row there for Permintilla. Almonte through the double block.
Through the block.
Good hit there.
1-all.
And between the blockers of Akari getting their first point.
And let's get this first report in set number 3 from Sam Corrales.
Faith Nisperos described what it was like starting with Akari for the first time, and she said that it feels so right, it feels so familiar. She said that opportunity really reminded her why she loves playing volleyball. Now, Faith told me that she likes situations actually where there's pressure and she has to think clearly. So she embraces the challenge, and she said she's humbled enough to accept the situation of where the team is right now in the standings. So they'll definitely have to work for more wins, especially after coming back in set number 2, and Faith knows that they cannot be defined by their last game. Back to you, Eric and Paneng.
All right, thank you, Sam. First 6 games of the conference, Nisperos came off the bench. She started finally game number 7. That was against the high-speed hitters, but it was a loss for the Chargers. But she did score 11 points.
Yeah,
her second double-digit game. Her first double-digit game, 16, against the High Risers. Back in their first game of the All-Filipino Conference. Soyud saving it, but to no avail.
Yeah, sayang, nandun na siya, but parang mas lalong lumayo yung bola nung nakuha niya.
So Ebon with her 6th point of the game. Very quiet set number 2 for Laika Ebon. Only 1 point after scoring 4 in the opening set. Laxina. And Gervina pops it up. Here comes Almonte through the double block again. The save is no good for Max Waco, so twice Almonte breaking the block.
Yeah, that's right. But kanina, ang daming mga kill blocks nitong Akari Chargers. But this time, yung mga attackers naman ng Nxled Chameleons parang medyo mas nagiging aggressive sila to trying to break the blockers. Good first ball.
Cal on 2. Almonte again. This one is low.
Yeah, too low.
Almonte. We're tied at
Almonte, second attack error. We're tied at 3. Coach Guidetti on your screens, 50 years old, first-time head coach of the Chameleons,
serving for a
replacing Chen Gang of China. Joined the team September last year. Esguerra? Yes!
Yeah.
Esguerra through the block. 4-7-3.
Take a look at that. Medyo hindi naka-establish yung block ni Sharma. But a good point there by the Chameleons. They're up by 1 point. So far, isahan lang tayo here sa start ng third set.
Soyud off-speed hit, picked up by Almonte. On 2, sent over by Maraginot. Laxina tips it. Gervina will set it up. Here comes Permentilla.
Oh,
Off the block, and it falls in. Gervina let it go. Thought it was
Yeah.
outside.
We're tied at
but it was way inside their court.
Take a look.
Yeah.
Block of the set brought to you by East West Bank, the official bank of the PVL All-Filipino Conference.
Yeah, good block by Camille Cal.
First block for her, second point of the game. And she's still, you can tell, she's having trouble with the elbow still, despite this great performance. She is stretching it every now and then. Ebon catches the corner. Laika Ebon, what a game. 7 points already.
5, serving 4.
If you have a elbow injury, mahirap mag-block eh. Dahil pag may contact ka sa attacker or ikaw yung makablock nun, grabe yung impact nun sa elbow.
I guess just goes to show you how dedicated
Yeah.
these players are. I mean, Camille Cal especially. And speaking of blocks,
Yeah, that was Ivy Laxina with a kill block
5-all.
for this set.
so Laxina, her first block of the game. 12 points now for Laxina. First player in double digits for the Chargers.
Serving for a tie.
5-all, set 3. Permentilla, she's in double digits as well with 14. Laxina, there is
A foot fault violation, I suppose.
Back row
With
attack.
Ivy Laxina, she is a back row player now.
6.
and no complaints from Ivy
Yeah.
Laxina.
Like
So that gives a 1 point lead to the Chameleons. 6 serving 5. Cal, tough setup.
Yeah.
And then she is rewarded. Faith Nisperos with a cross-court hit.
Take a look at her position. Parang malapit na mag-net violation, but she was still able to set that ball to Faith Nisperos.
And that is the spike of the set, brought to you by Duncan. Pasalubong ng bayan. Nisperos now with 7. Great pass from Almonte. Here comes Permentilla.
Permentilla with a cross-court kill.
There was a check ball.
Yep.
It sailed out, but there was a check ball
7,
called
serving 6.
on Victoria, so the point will go to the Chameleons.
And they're back up by 1.
Kiara Permentilla, team captain.
Permentilla 15 already.
Good serve.
Cal, back set. Soyud, yes.
Soyud.
What about that reverse set
Yeah.
by Camille Cal?
And how fast
Yeah.
those 3 touches were.
Ang layo ng pinaggalingan niya, but was able to set that to Ellie Soyud in the opposite, and leaving only one blocker in front of her, so there was a huge space in the cross court for Ellie Soyud.
Soyud now with 7. Soyud with the dig. Cal. Nisperos. Got it.
Nisperos on the hit off the block.
Faith Nisperos off the block touch. 8 points now.
8, Akari.
And that'll take us to our first technical timeout. Both teams playing very well, but it's the Chargers up by 1, 8-7, third set. February 16 and wait for the questions to be flashed on screen during breaks. Visit nba.onesports.ph after to send your answers.
End of the first technical timeout.
Faith Nisperos and the Chargers up by 1. And you're tied at 1 set apiece. Maraginot, Bermentilla from the back row. Should have been an easy pickup, but the one hand didn't do it for Nisperos, and that results in an error as well from Faith.
Yeah, it was a too low contact for Faith Nisperos. And a very tight third set here so far. Wala pang nakakalamang ng malaki from either squad.
That's right. Biggest lead was 1 point.
1 point, yeah.
For both teams. Jaya Atienza. That's sort of, you can tell, you didn't have to look. You can tell because the entire, all the 6 players of the Chargers, you can hear them shouting out.
Yeah. Contact pa lang, nakita na nila sa lipad ng bola. It will really sail out.
So 2 service errors for Jaya Atienza so far today. Bermentilla. Ooh, a hit from the back row, and that will not come back. 16 points for Guerra Bermentilla.
What a strong back row hit by Bermentilla.
If she were wearing blue, you could, I mean, you could probably say it's back to Adamson days.
Serving for Nxled.
9-all, set 3. Laxina, blocked, but it goes outside.
Yeah, sailed out.
Block is out.
Oh, and there's a quick challenge.
On the call by
Not even a split second spared by Coach Guidetti, immediately calling a challenge.
Yeah.
He was standing on the sideline, so he seems sure about this one.
I mean, the previous set, yung challenge nila, di ba? Kahit they thought
Yeah.
it was outside, but there was a small part of the ball that touched the line, so the point went to their opponents. But this time, why not take that opportunity as well?
And this one, they're hoping this touches the line
Yeah.
as well. Chameleons, no wins in the 6 games. Oh, and this one is close as well, but it's just probably an inch outside.
Yeah, it was outside, so unsuccessful challenge by the Nxled Chameleons. The point will go to the Akari Chargers.
And challenge is not the friend of Coach Guidetti today.
10-9.
Maybe not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
All right. That's true. We're just in the 3rd set. Many more sets coming up. 1 point lead for the Chargers. 10-9 on the serve by Cam Victoria. Ebon, that's picked up by Nisperos. Here comes Laxina. Pineda pops it up. A tough chase for Maraginot. Almonte cross court. Laxina again. That could have been outside. Pineda picked it up. Almonte off speed.
Oh.
Got it.
Good adjustment by Almonte dahil ang layo nung set sa kanya and she was actually going for the approach, but take a look at that. Huminto na siya but nakuha ni Fifi Sharma or nag-check sa block niya kaya naman naiba yung speed ng bola coming into the court.
9 points for Almonte. This is her third best scoring game of the All-Filipino Conference.
She scores.
Why not get an ace as well?
That's right.
Third ace for Almonte. And this is now her third double-digit scoring game of the AFC. Two straight points for the Chameleons. They're up by one. Gervina with a great dig. Permentilla cut shot. Oh, and that could have been outside.
Yeah, I think so too.
Max Swanko picked it up. So Permentilla now with 17. 3-point run, Panig, for the Chameleons.
And the biggest lead so far by either squad, 2 points advantage meron ngayon ang Nxled.
You guys always say, when in doubt, get it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, what a terrific on-two coming from Camille Cal.
Yeah.
Injured elbow and all.
That's right. And a good read there by the blockers because Camille Cal, nakita niya, tatlong blockers na doon sumagad sa right side ng court. So it means ang laki ng opening niya on the zone 1.
That is a statement side out coming from Cal, followed up by a great serve. Permentilla off the chest of Hazareno, overpass. Oh, but Permentilla mistimed it. That was a freebie.
Yeah, it was. Sayang dahil, I mean, pwede naman hindi paluin or like parang block lang. But minsan kasi if you're really the player and aggressive ka, gusto mo na lang paluin yun eh.
So 12 all. Yeah, really tight third set.
Yeah. Kanina lamang na ng dalawa, but now we're tied.
Ebon off the block, picked up by Hazareno. Cal to Soyud, that is outside. Eli Soyud with an attack error. That's number 3.
13 to 12.
Chameleons back up by 1. Seesaw battle.
That's right.
EJ Laure, after starting in set number 1, she hasn't been back because of Almonte doing such a great job on the floor. A nice block on Sharma. Soyud tries again. What a drop.
Yeah, good read. At puro palo yung pinapakita ng Chargers kanina. Kaya naman yung defense pattern nitong Nxled, ang layo. Nag-aantay na mga malalakas na palo. So mga drop balls will work for the Chargers.
Eli Soyud now with 8.
Serving for Akari.
Tied at 13. Pined up. Great pass. Atienza. Yes.
Atienza.
Yeah, I think whenever the Chameleons will have a good first ball, they should activate their middle hitters. Dahil nung second set, gumana na yung blocking ng Akari Chargers. And so far, ito namang third set na nababasa na nila yung mga wing spikers ng Nxled.
Atienza with 4. That's a short pass. Soyud pushes, blocked. Atienza pops it up. Permentilla off speed, way short.
Yeah, it was too soft actually from Chiara.
We're tied at 14.
And it's the errors of the Chameleons that is keeping the Chargers within striking distance. In fact, we're tied at 14. And to show you how close this third set is, 13 deadlocks.
Yeah.
13 times
Just for
we've
the
been
third
tied.
set.
Yes, the third set alone. Overpass, and this time, Jaya Atienza makes sure to put it away.
15 to 14.
Take a look at that. Parang soft touch lang yun.
Serving for the Chameleons.
5 points for Jaya Atienza, 2 here in set number 3. Permentilla, good looking serve. Soyud. That is outside. They're looking for a block touch, and they got it.
Yeah, there was a block touch from Almonte.
15 all.
So again, another deadlock.
That's right.
Deadlock number 14.
Eli Soyud. Serving for Akari.
Oh, what a serve.
Great job by Camille Cal. Anticipation at the net.
Technical timeout. 16. Akari. 15.
Technical timeout. Chargers up by 1. 16-15 against the Chameleons, set number 3. It's really tough. I mean, if you're just a fan of the PVL, I mean, who you cheering for? Both equally talented, equally great, equally popular teams, and right now they're battling tooth and nail. Biggest lead, 2 points for the Chameleons. Only 1 point, the biggest lead for Nisperos and the Chargers. And right now they're only up by 1. And the, I guess, late stage of set number 3 here, and we're tied at 1 set apiece, so it could really go either way.
I mean, yun yung nangyari in the first set, right? After second technical timeout, that's when the Chameleons had a good run and closed that first set.
Almonte, yes, you see Almonte, not unafraid of the double block in front.
Yeah, very aggressive open hitter for the Chameleons. And kahit nakita niya na nakaayos yung block in front of her, nakaka-adjust siya, hitting the ball off the block and scoring a point.
And ties the game. Nisperos, yes, unties the deadlock with her 9th point and puts the Chargers back up by 1.
Nisperos serving for Akari.
What mini adjustments do you think necessary for both teams, Paneng, to get that advantage needed for the dub here in set number 3?
Well, so far ang hirap eh, dahil since the start of the third set, isahan lang tayo, but both squads actually have a good serve and more better first ball.
I'm sorry for putting you on the spot. I just, you know, because of how good the matchup has been. And this exchange, another long rally. This one does not go through. Oh, but no call.
Yeah, no whistle yet. So
and a challenge will stop the play.
There's a challenge on the floor by.
Yeah, what did you see?
I thought it didn't go over the net or no block touch.
Yeah, me too. We're positioned right parallel to the net. So it seems on our split-second look, it didn't touch the blockers. And that forced Coach Guidetti to call a challenge because Patrick Castillo, the first referee, didn't blow the whistle.
That's right. And minsan kasi parang tumatama muna sa net, tapos natama sa braso ng blockers, but we don't know.
And only the review, official review, will tell us if we observed it correctly.
And huminto yung mga players ng Nxled and even the coaches of Nxled signaled that there were 4 touches already or the ball didn't go over.
And it's these points that are very important in a close game like this.
Minsan nakakapag-iba ng momentum to eh, especially if it was a long rally.
Exactly. Coach Guidetti, very experienced Italian coach. He has coached in several countries, including Poland, Sweden, Romania. 23 years of volleyball experience he's bringing to the Nxled Chameleons. And this challenge taking a bit of time because PVL Technical Committee, obviously, you want to get things right in
That's
a
right.
close game like this.
Parang ito yung pinakamatagal na challenge review
Right.
natin so far for this game.
Because like what you said, it's a crucial point.
That's right. And ang bilis ng balikan ng bola eh.
Our officials, first referee is Patrick Castillo. He's on the pedestal. And Joffer Reyes just right in front of us, second referee.
Medyo pa suspense itong challenge reviews, and here it is.
Is there a touch there? No touch.
No touch.
So the challenge, and we talked about Coach Guidetti not friends with the challenge today for the first time in this match. He is successful with the challenge.
Right. So the point will go to Nxled. A good challenge by Coach Guidetti.
And with the way this game was going, or is going, I mean, that's a much-needed point for the Chameleons to tie the game at 17. It's the 16th deadlock. We have as many deadlocks as we have.
Points.
Exactly. Bad pass by Laxina, gets it back. Easy pickup for Permintilla. Chance to take the lead. Like Ebon attacks. Max Swanko popping it up. Cal to Ivy. What a one-handed dig for Permintilla. Ebon again. Cal popping it up, so Max Swanko will set it back to Laxina. Third try. And Jervina with a dig. Almonte. Nisperos with a pass. Laxina, fourth try. Almonte. Yes, Lucille Almonte halts the rally.
Victoria. Nxled.
I think we've seen that a couple of times. So targeting the hands of the blockers down the line. Kaya tumatalsik sa kamay ng blockers. Tatama sa antena. So automatic point for the Nxled Chameleons.
12 points for Lucille Almonte, and more importantly, a 1-point lead for Coach Guidetti and company. 18 serving 17. Gorgeous serve coming from Maraguinot. So a chance ball for the Chameleons. Almonte. Oh, a single blocker, and she hits the net.
I think she was targeting down the line.
18.
But it was just too low or sakto sa kamay, sa braso ni Camille Cal. So a kill block for Akari Chargers.
But wasted opportunity, though, because
Yeah.
there was only one blocker.
Yeah.
And Victoria serving for Akari.
So Cam Victoria serving. She has 6 points. 1 ace already. I was way back in set number 1. Esguerra with a tip and the lead for the Chameleons.
Right behind her blocker, scoring that drop ball.
Esguerra with 4. Great serve again. They've been targeting Laxina as per the instruction of Coach Guidetti. Permintilla off speed. Esperos picking it up. Max Swanko to Eli Soyud. Almonte with coverage in the back row. Permintilla. Tough dig for Nisperos. Swanko trying to save it. There's going to be a chance ball for the Chameleons. Here we go. They go to the middle. Esguerra pushes it all the way to the back. Saved by Nisperos. Soyud back row attack. What a pass. Esguerra to Max Swanko. Another long rally. Laxina running out of air. Jervina underhand pass. Permintilla. Oh, what a save from Juanco.
Another chance here for the Chameleons.
What an exhausting rally. Permintilla hits the net.
Permintilla
Comes up short.
And out.
That's probably partly fatigue already with the kind of exchange and the pace these two teams have had in that rally.
That's right. But actually, it was a tough set from Maraguinot because the chance ball, hindi nakaabot sa kanya sa pwesto niya, setter's position. She had to run and set that ball to Kiara.
And that's why the first ball always crucial, especially if you get a free ball.
That's right, because it's already your chance to have a good set play.
But fortunately for the Chameleons, great server like Camille Cal with an unlikely error. So it's back up by 1 for Esguerra and the Chameleons. Max Wanko did an excellent job defending
For Nxled.
for the Chargers. Cal. Soyud trying to drop. Esquera picking it up. Max Wanko again with coverage. Soyud tries off the block and it's outside.
We're tied at 20.
Soyud now in double digits with 10.
Yeah, we're tied at 20. Ito patapos na tayo ng third set, but parang magkakaroon na ng extended third set.
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting as well with the way these. And it's not, you know, their game, their offense, their defense has gone up several notches.
Sobrang match sila,
Yeah.
especially in this third set. Dahil no first two sets, palaging may malaking lamang eh. But this time, since the start until the latter part of the third set, palaging isahan lang.
Like an Evon with her 8 point. Take a look. Gorgeous hit. And a bad pass coming from Laksina. 1 point lead again for the Chameleons. Coach Minoa
Akari
will
Chargers.
burn his final timeout.
Don't make it disappointed. Easy ball yan. 20 oh. Girls, again, it's already 20. Service error, easy defense error. We cannot make it. Again, yeah, focus tayo. Just last 5 points. Huh?
Yes,
Go, 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 go.
Sorry. Ate, pag out of system, yung wala na ng
Halas ka na ni.
Halas
ka na ni.
Okay,
From the game. Right na dyan. O, tara. Sige, bawi tayo. Akari!
Chargers. So ganun.
There's still one more timeout remaining for the Chargers, but none for the Chameleons. It's a 1 point game.
So the Chameleons needs to have at least a 3-0 run.
24.
It will make a huge difference, especially here Magolabnan. A double substitution for their squad with De Los Reyes and Magolabnan inside the court.
Well, a good break as well for the Chameleons after a long, exhausting rally. Nisperos, popped up by Gervina. Almonte from the back row. Laksina picking it up. It comes Soyud. Yes! And Soyud knocking it in.
21.
With authority down the line hit by Eli Soyud. Take a look at that again. It was a tight opening lang there on the down the line, but she was still able to target that zone.
Back-to-back points for Eli Soyud. She now has 11, and it's a tie game once again. 21 all. Mangulabnan to Permentilla. And Permentilla scores. Puts the Chameleons back on top by 1. She's got 18 already.
There's a challenge.
To the point,
On the floor.
oh,
by
there's a
Akari
challenge.
For a block touch.
Block touch challenge.
Block touch.
Like Permentilla spiked the ball in the open, and there was a block from Soyud.
Yep,
So
it seemed pretty obvious. I saw that block as well. But are they saying it got touched by the Chameleons? I guess that would be it.
yeah. Kasi parang medyo tumulay yung bola
That's
sa
right.
net, but on the side of the Chameleons, a player jumped who attempted to
Touch it.
drop the ball
Okay.
on the side of the Chargers.
They got a finger on it, then it will definitely be a Chargers point because the ball went outside. So that's what the challenge is for by the Chargers. Very tight third set. Laksina with 13, Soyud with 11, both of them in double digits already.
Yeah.
Nisperos already a point away from a double-digit performance. She's got 9. Coach Minoa. This is now his 4th pro team after coaching the Chameleons
That's right.
a couple of conferences back.
So another pa-suspense video review.
Ellie Stoyud stepping up big. 5 of her 11 coming in set number 3. That's how much she stepped up for the Chameleons. All right, here we go.
Yep. Yeah, there's a block touch.
And is that what they're asking to be reviewed? Because if that is it, then obviously that point is moot. And that's what Coach Taka is telling Coach Castillo. That's not the one we wanted reviewed. And now Ivy Laksina, listen in.
Tapos tumama dito, hindi naman tumama, kaya hinatulan ko ng ball out.
Hindi tumama.
Hindi tumama talaga.
There you go. Quick explanation from Patrick Castillo, first referee. Hindi daw talaga tumama. So that's why he really called it right from the beginning. Chameleons point.
And ball is out. Point and serve. Go to Nxled. Substitution.
So substitutions for Coach Mino as Danny Ravena checks in, replace Fifi Sharma. And this is obviously for defensive and passing purposes because they will be receiving the serve of Permentilla. And they are down by 1. Remember, Danny Ravena, former libero, obviously a great passer.
Chiara Permentilla serving for the Chameleons.
Yeah, good serve.
Very good serve, resulting in a chance ball. Mulabnan goes back row, Permentilla, and it didn't even make it across the net.
Yeah. A missed opportunity for the Chameleons because there are 3 spikers in the front row. But Mangulabnan decided to set that ball to Chiara.
And they couldn't have hoped for a better ball. That was a free ball.
Yeah, it
so
was.
you could go any way you want.
Or a combination play perhaps, or a simple play 1, na open, opposite, and quick hit.
Almonte. Ravena with coverage. Comes Nisperos. Almonte tries again, blocked, and Permentilla unable to get the save. 2 straight points for the Chargers. They're up by 1.
Medyo bumagal yung coverage on the side of the Chameleons. And a more aggressive blocking for the Akari Chargers. Timeout here by Coach Guidetti.
Guys, side out. We cannot lose because we lose for those points. Please, Maji, with 3 spikers, we don't play the pipe. Got it. Here we go. Got it. Right. Here we go. Side out now, side out, and we fight for the side out because it's difficult, because we play against a great team, because it's nice to be that high in the rank and to play an aggressive game. Here we go. Ready.
Chameleons!
At this point, it is still anybody's set with the way things are going. Coach De Brito of the women's national team checking out the action.
14, 18, Maraguinos back in.
All right, let's see if they get something positive out of the timeout. Double substitution after the timeout as well, with Maraguinot back in the game. Chaya Atienza with a nice hit. Ravena saving it. Nisperos. Pineda pops it up. Almonte will play setter. Permentilla back row. Azareno. Cam Victoria. Saved by Permentilla. Ebon.
Good defense.
Nisperos. That's a 2-point lead for the Chargers off a 2-point run.
Right, a good defense from the Akari Chargers. Kaya naman ito si Camille Cal really activating her strong hitters.
We open with the middle and we play position 4. Got it? Ready? Hey, guys, let's fight. Let's fight. Here we go. Ready?
Chameleons!
Next set.
2 set points for the Chargers. And I beg your pardon, it's a 3-point run. They were down 21-22.
That's right. And I did mention maka 3-0 run on either team yung makakalamang sa latter part of this 3rd set.
Soltones, so I mentioned she's trying to recover from an injury, didn't play in their last game for the Chargers.
Good save.
Almost an ace there for Elisoyud. Isperos. Pineda with a great pass. Battle at the net. Laure. Oh, what an adjustment by Coach Guidetti. DJ Laure, after not playing an entire second set and sparingly in the first set, she is back here and making an impact right away.
At the latter part of the third set, kung saan yung medyo dikdikan na talaga tayo, isahan lang. But of course, a veteran EJ Laure delivering the 23rd point for the Nxled Chameleons.
Set point saved. Isperos going for the win. She misses it. Isperos misses the mark. There's a challenge immediately from Coach Minoa. But if this is unsuccessful, 2 set points will be lost by the Chargers.
By Akari for a block touch. Challenge is a block touch. Akari.
Grabe yung hit na yon ni Faith Nisperos. If magkaroon ng block touch dyan, that may be the reason why it sailed out, but we don't know.
What a third set. I mean, just a very short review this time because this is clearly no touch at all.
Yeah, ang taas ng daan ng bola. It was really outside. Unsuccessful challenge by the Chargers, so the point will go to the Nxled Chameleons.
And they scored 2 straight points, saved 2 set points in the process, and we're tied at 24. You mentioned we're going to have an extended set 3, Paneng.
I know, and now we're here.
Exactly what we're getting.
Service. Atienza.
Cal to Faith. Cross-court hit.
What an angle.
Yep.
Super cross-court by Faith Nisperos. And a quick side out by her and the Chargers.
And they're back at set point. Nisperos now with 11. She is the 3rd player in double digits for the Chargers. So set point number 3.
Serving for Akari.
Pineda with a great pass. Laure. Oh, turned away. What a block against Laure. And a block that gets the Chargers the win in set number 3.
That's right. And we did mention na nagkapag-adjust na yung blockers nitong Akari Chargers, and they used their strength in the blocking department to close this third set, marking that cross-court hit of EJ Laure and getting their 2nd set win for this game.
Victoria credited with a block for 8 points. And it's a 2-1 advantage. Chargers against the Chameleons. An extended third set, but it's the Chargers getting the dub against the Chameleons, and they're up 2-1, winning back-to-back sets. Paneng.
That's right. And actually, hindi talaga natin alam kung sino makakalamang ng third set because since the start of the third set, hanggang sa matapos tayo, puro isahan lang or as much as 2 points. But we did have an extended third set with the Akari Chargers closing that set using their advantage in the blocking department. But a good adjustment also for their squad, especially with Camille Cals doing the setting job for the Chargers. Talaga napapagalaw niya yung mga attackers niya. But again, ito yung naging weakness ng Nxled is yung kung kailan patapos na, may times na nagsistop sila, giving the momentum to the Akari Chargers. And looking at the numbers, Nxled, lamang pa sila sa attack department. And 1 service ace, but take a look at the blocks of the Akari Chargers. Nung second set, they were able to tally 4 kill blocks, but for the third set, 5 kill blocks for their squad. So now we know na gumagana talaga itong blocking ng Akari. So they will definitely use that strength coming into the fourth set and probably closing this game. But we'll see. Once na magkaroon ng magandang start ang Akari, or we don't know, baka mamaya isahan na naman tayo ng fourth set. So we'll see.
Well, if the strength of the Chargers is their blocking, the strength of the Chameleons is their digging. 17 excellent digs.
Yeah, that's a lot
in set 3.
For set 3. I mean, compared to only 9 ng Akari. But sometimes you really, minsan sinasabi din ng mga coaches na puro depensa ka ng depensa. Siyempre, kailangan mo rin umatake. Lalo na pag maganda yung blockings ng kalaban nyo. How are you going to adjust? And leading scorers for both squads with Laxina with 13 points and Permentilla with 18 points so far for this game.
Permentilla ties her output against the HD Spikers with 18. Nisperos with 11. And EJ Laure back in the starting lineup. She didn't play in the second set, saw action late in set 3. She was a starter in the first set. So let's see how she affects the 6 on the floor for the Chameleons here in the fourth set.
At medyo mahirap din yan, lalo na pag hindi ka nakalaro ng more than a set, tapos biglang maglalaro ka or mag-start for the next set.
Team captain, Kiara Permentilla, serving to start.
Here we go, set 4 underway at the Phil Sports Arena. Battle of sister teams. Pancake save there. Coming from Gervina, and another block to start set number 4. Chargers, the defense at the net has been superb in this game.
Agree. Take a look at that again. It was Camille Cal who got that kill block.
Camille Cal, her 3rd block of the game. That's her 6th point. Tough receive from Bang Pineda. Laure hits it. Cal. Oh, beautiful set.
Yeah.
Ball was on the way up. Fifi Sharma putting it away.
I think that was the first clean, quick hit na nakita natin from either squad for this game. But again, I mean, kung ikaw makakuha kayo ng magandang first ball or defense na sakto sa setter, why not activate your middle blockers? It will definitely change the pace of the game and confuse the blockers of your opponent.
5 points for Fifi Sharma. Another block against Laure, but coverage that time from Permentilla. Beautiful adjustment by Laure after getting blocked. Goes above the hands and sends it to the back row for the point.
It was not actually a strong hit, but a very good placement there down the line.
Laure with 4. She is coming off an 8-point performance. Nisperos. There's a nice dig from Permentilla. Laure tries again. Max Wanko popping it up. Ooh, a double contact. Gonna be called against Cal as we send it courtside to Sam Corrales.
Team captain Kiara Permentilla shared with me the feedback of Coach Guidote, and she said that they just have to stay united sa loob ng court. Bawal magkanya-kanya. She also said how there's a positive atmosphere in the Nxled team despite the rankings, and Kiara said it definitely starts with Coach. He's encouraging them that there's nothing to lose and do not be afraid of any team. He sees everyone improving every game, di lang talaga nagtra-translate to wins. Sabi ni Kiara, they worked on their break point in training, so let's see if they can come back in the set against their sister team. Back to you, Eric and Penang.
All right, thank you, Sam. Well, that's obviously that's a master plan.
Yeah, break point yung kailangan din eh. Dahil yun yung mga panapos na andun na yung team nyo, everyone was there, but biglang humihinto kaya hindi nyo naku-close yung game.
Esperos off the block. Ebon popping it up. Back row, Kiara Permentilla. Got it.
Permentilla with a little help from the net.
19 points now for the team captain.
A good set and a good hit there by Kiara.
After a slow start, this is 4 straight points scored by Nxled. That's several break points they've scored.
Oh,
and this one, yep, a chance ball. Esguerra tips it. And another break point. Right on cue. Chameleons have scored 5 straight. And forcing Coach Minoa to call a timeout. We'll listen in.
Let's see pass, you cannot setting. Choose the underhand pass. And have pain. One side out tayo, it's only 4 down. Okay? Side out tayo, guys. They not change it, We have also defense. Just make it good setting, also hitting. Ha? Go lang. Fight.
Huwag tayo masyado magmadali sa kilos natin, girls. Akari Chargers!
Back sa defense.
Here's that last sequence. Gorgeous drop shot by Esguerra.
But malapit na sana doon yung si Guanco to get that drop ball. But mali lang yung pwesto niya.
5 straight points scored by the Chameleons after a good 2-0 start by the Chargers.
Oh, good serve.
They get an ace too.
Yeah.
Jai Atienza, what a serve. That is Atienza's 3rd ace of the game. 6 straight points.
That's right, for this fourth set. But they need to keep this momentum on their side and not let go of it dahil ang ganda na ng start nila.
Yeah. Short pass off a good serve by Atienza again. Elisoyud with an off-speed hit. Atienza will set it up for Laure. Oh, and Laure is rejected. And again, it's been the blocking. Their first point in the 4th set was a kill block.
Yeah.
And the side out to stop the 6-point run is also a kill block for the Chargers.
We know Elisoyud and Fifi Sharma are 2 of the good blockers of the Akari Chargers. So if you're on the side of Nxled, is as much as possible, iwasan mo yung blockings nila or taasan mo yung reach ng contact dahil pag naunahan ka nila sa blocking, sa pwesto ng blocking, definitely it'll be a kill block.
4 touches against the Chameleons, so 2 straight points scored by the Chargers. And now that you were mentioning the blocking, Paning, 5 blocks for Elisoyud. 5 of her 12 points are kill blocks.
Well, 5 kill blocks, but ang dami din yung check balls na nakakabagal sa nagdating ng bola on their side.
Esperos with a service fault. So it's a 3-point game.
Serving for Nxled.
Soyud hitting above the block. Easy pickup for Maraguinot. Ebon is blocked but coverage by Permentilla. Laure tries, goes above the block. Laxina picking it up. Soyud. Elisoyud knocking it in.
Yeah, a good angle there in the cross court.
13 for Elisoyud.
Yeah, actually miscommunication there between Maraguinot and Ebon dahil medyo nasa likod lang ni Ebon si Maraguinot kaya hindi niya masyado nakita yung bola or nakapwesto ng maayos for the defense.
2-point game, 5 serving 7. Ebon.
Good check.
Laxina. Laure. And EJ Laure gets the side out and takes us to our first technical timeout. Chameleons up by 3, 8-5 against the Chargers, set number 4. Welcome back inside the Phil Sports Arena here in Pasig City. The first game of our doubleheader. Sister teams Akari and Nxled going at it. And we are currently in the 4th set. The Chameleons trailing 2-1. But right now they are up on the scoreboard, up by 3 points, 8-5. DJ Laure, second game as a chameleon with 5 points already. So through 2 games, she's at 13 points. Meantime, Faith Nisperos, third best scorer for the Chargers with 11. And coming up, we've got the Flying Titans and the high-speed hitters. Both teams coming off wins. We're trying to get a winning streak going. In the meantime, both these teams coming off losses. In fact, Laure and the Chameleons have not yet won in 6 games, but Laure gets an ace.
Yeah, coming off from a timeout, a good serve by EJ Laure.
6 points,
Yeah.
EJ Laure.
Take a look at that serve. Grabe, biglang bumabagsak yung bola. And a good float serve by Laure, giving a 4-point advantage for their squad.
And they've been trying to target Laksina, rightfully so, but that one just hitting the net. Elisoyud getting ready to serve, former DLSU Lady Spiker before moving to Adamson. Ebon. Yes,
Yeah.
Ebon catching the corner.
Right, ang haba ng target na yun. But right in the corner pocket of the Akari Chargers.
Ebon with 9 points. There's a challenge here, a very late challenge.
Oh, I thought it sailed inside.
Yeah, that's why the Chargers are challenging, saying it's outside. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, that challenge was still allowed. I mean, probably 10 seconds elapsed since the call. So ball in, ball out challenge. Chargers coming off a loss against the high-speed hitters. It's a 3-set loss. That one is clearly in.
Yep. Sakto sa line. So unsuccessful challenge by the Chargers. The point will stay with Nxled Chameleons.
Nxled scores and serves. And is getting.
So 4 points. That is now the biggest lead for the Chameleons. Victoria. Yes.
Victoria. Center attack.
Okay, Camille Cal already starting to activate her middle attackers. That was a clean, quick hit by Victoria.
9 points for Cam Victoria.
Serving for Akari.
A former Chameleon. This is her best scoring game, by the way, for Cam Victoria. Vermentilla. And Hazareno letting it go because that one way outside.
It was way outside. Nakita na niya na walang block touch. So a good decision there by Hazareno.
So a mini 2-point run by the Chargers, cutting the deficit in half. Short serve.
Oh.
Terrific adjustment by Ivy Laksina. 14 points now for Laksina. That is her first ace of the game.
A good target. Take a look at that. Pag mabagal ka talaga pumwesto for the first ball, talaga makaka-ace. If ganun yung float serve ng kalaban.
3 straight points. Make that 4 straight points. Scored by the Chargers. Erasing the deficit and tying the game at 10.
Yeah. Back-to-back service ace for Ivy Laksina. We're tied at 10.
15 points now for Ivy Laksina. Much better pass by Pineda and Atienza. Nice pickup by Hazareno. Nisperos. Pineda with the dig. Vermentilla. Cal setting it up. May go to Soyud with a push.
Yeah. Low set for the back row.
Ebon. Blocked again. Pineda with coverage. Vermentilla. There's a net touch. They're going to call it on Victoria.
Yeah, sayang yung one-handed defense ni Hazareno. But because of that unforced error, the point will go to Nxled.
Hazareno will sit down. Max Juanco checking in.
Like Evan, serving for the Chameleons.
Chameleons up by 1. Strong serve, too strong.
Yeah.
We're tied at 11.
Second deadlock of the game. We're at 11 points for both squad.
Camille serving for the Chargers.
Former Tigress, Cam Victoria serving. Running attack, Jaya Tienza is turned away. Another block.
Yeah, it was Faith Nesperos who read that drop ball. So the point will go to Akari Chargers. Take a look at that again. Atienza was able to get that ball, but no support for the side of Nxled.
And the Chargers back up by 1. Almost another ace. That was a save by Laure, but that hit Fermentilla short. 4 touches against the Chameleons, and it's back to the biggest lead of the Chargers. 2 points. Timeout, Coach Guidetti.
Let's go. Take out some pride and spark the damn ball. Here we go.
You can hear the disappointment and the voice of Coach Ettore Guidetti after several miscues by Fermentilla, especially that the angled shot clipping the net.
And medyo madami na rin tayong nakitang ganun na soft hit attempts from Fermentilla na hindi nag-over the net or masyadong short or soft. So Nxled also should adjust.
There you go. Nice response after the stern little admonition by Coach Guidetti. Fermentilla is spiking that ball straight to Laxina for her 20th point.
For the Chameleons.
Good serve.
1 point game. Fifi Sharma drops it.
Oh,
another little soft push. Fermentilla clipping the net once again. 9 errors for Fermentilla, scoring 20 but giving up 9. So half of what she scored, she gave up as well.
As errors, yeah. But sayang, though ang layo din kasi ni Kiara for that over ball. Kaya medyo nahirapan na rin siya pumwesto to set it up or send it to the other side.
Ball is out.
A veteran, EJ Laure, letting that one go. Service outside for Camille Cao. Pace has slowed down tremendously after that frenetic and energetic third set.
That's right. And even the body language of the Chameleons, parang medyo nag-slow down nga sila.
Well, good-looking serve from Jaya Tienza, though. Nisperos on the approach and scores again. Great Nisperos with 13.
15.
Again, yun yung strong angle ni Faith Nesperos with that cross court. But grabe yung iwas naman niya yun sa blockers niya.
Faith Nisperos, this is her second best scoring game. 13 points, and we're not done yet. Fermentilla with a bad pass. Pineda says, I'll take care of his second touch. Hazareno pops it up. Fifi Sharma, one-handed dig for Ebon. Esguerra slapping it. Here's Laxina. Got it.
Yeah. Ibabaw na naman sa blockers yung contact na yon ni Ivy Laxina. Getting that clean open hit. And they're 16 point, taking their squad to the second technical timeout. They're up by 3 points.
Following this match, we will have the preliminary match between Chocomucho and Stay with us.
Coverage of matchup between the Chargers and the Chameleons, the two sister teams really going at it. Our last meeting in the All-Filipino Conference was a 3-set win for the Chargers, but that was the time they didn't have Laksina yet, they didn't have Camille Cal, they didn't have Cam Victoria. Meantime, the Chameleons right now, they won the first set, they lost the last two, and right now they're down by 3 points.
Yeah.
But they've been putting up a really good fight. In fact, led by as many as 4 points here in the fourth set, Paneng.
That's right. But so far, ang ganda ng body language nitong Akari Chargers. And I think nafe-feel na nila na yung momentum is on their side. Unlike kanina, nung start nung fourth set, medyo nagpapakiramdaman pa yung both squads coming off a super tight third set.
It's comeback time once again for the Chameleons, but nobody coming to the second touch there after a bad receive from Permentilla.
Yeah, but medyo mataas pa yung bola and ang daming mga players na talagang nagtitinginan na lang sila on who will get it.
Is that fatigue?
But I'm not sure. I don't think so because ang ganda naman ng pinapakita nilang game for the first 3 sets, right? But I think ito yung nasasabi ng ibang players din ng Nxled na when it comes to situations like this, how are they gonna emerge or paano sila makakapag-adjust ng maayos?
Laure off the block and scores, gets the side out,
14.
cutting the biggest lead of the Chargers down to 3. By the way, Leah Pelaga in the game for the first time for the Chameleons. Pelaga was not in the lineup against the Foxies. And let's see if she can be the difference maker for the Chameleons because they badly need points on the board.
That's right.
Down by 3 points late in set number 4, and they're also down 2 sets to 1. Eli Soyud has different intentions. 14 points now for Soyud, restoring a 4-point lead for the Chargers.
Parang medyo relaxed yung approach na yun ni Eli Soyud on the opposite hit, but she targeted the hands of EJ Laure for that off-the-block point.
It's now or never for a comeback, but you're not going to get there with bad receives just like that. Service ace for Sharma, her first ace. She's got 6 points, but more importantly, a 5-point lead for the Chargers.
The biggest lead for this set. And kanina, medyo dikit pa. 2 points yung lamang, but this time 5 points. Medyo may hirapan na ang Nxled dito, especially if they're not that aggressive in the net and in the scoring.
Ebon block, coverage by Permentilla. Ebon tries again, blocked again. Laure with coverage. Here comes Permentilla, back row, blocked again.
Wow!
3 straight blocks for the Chargers, just stopping the offense of the Chameleons on its tracks.
Well, it's really obvious that that's the strength of the Chargers and they are using that for this set. Lamang sila sa scores when in terms of kill blocks in the mga previous sets, second set and third set, and now in this fourth set, really guarding the net well.
Biggest lead, 6 points for Fifi Sharma and the Chargers. Permentilla sits down for a rest. Lucille Almonte is in for the Chameleons. Let's see if she can spark the offense. Bad pass.
Yeah.
Almonte with a bad pass. That's an ace again for Sharma. 2 aces in this service sequence for Fifi Sharma, and this is now a 7-point lead for the Chargers. Timeout, Chameleons.
If we got a good pass, we go talk back with you. Okay, you ready to go back? So we are double play back, and we can open in position 4. Okay, guys, I want you to fight till the end, not to give up. It's not in my DNA. Okay, here we go.
Let's go! All right, guys, let's go! Chameleons! Nxled!
Fight till the end. That is in, and giving up is not in the DNA of Coach Guidetti. Let's see if how the players respond here, down by their biggest deficit in the fourth set. Paneng.
Yeah, this is a 6 points advantage ng Akari Chargers. So medyo ang hirap ng habulin ito na Nxled. They need to at least have a 4-0 run but they need to focus more for the next points.
Cam Victoria will play setter to Laksina. Now Pineda will set it up. Oof, too close to the net for Ebon. She gets it across, but a save by Nisperos. Chance ball for the Chameleons. Laure off the block of Soyud. And finally a side out for the Chameleons. Laure with 8, matching her highest game or highest scoring game for the Chameleons.
That's right. Well, kanina pala 7 points advantage meron Akari, but because of that open hit of EJ Laure, cutting down the lead to 6 points.
Still a lot to overcome as Daniel Ravena coming in for passing purposes. Max Wanko receiving for Ivy Laksina. And now Gervina sets it up for Ebon. Ravena with a great pass. Laksina with a tip. Victoria.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Victoria off the hand.
Now Victoria with 10. 4th player in double digits for the Chargers.
Take a look at that. Parang hindi na nga yun quick hit eh. It's a middle hit na lang. What do you call that? Tres? Tawag namin doon tres because if you're an open hitter, yung set na 1 is ang taas ng set sa'yo.
Good serve. Overpass. Laksina with a dump.
Yep.
Coverage by Pineda. Laksina. Almonte with a push. Laksina diving for it. Nobody there for the 3rd touch, so Victoria picks it up. Underhand pass.
Oh, that's
Pelaga
too low.
that wasn't even, was she even blocked or that was into the net?
I thought it was in the net, but there was no whistle from the referee because I saw it na the set was too low and her contact was lower actually.
Coach Guidetti, all you can do is pace the sideline right now. They are down by 8 points. Chargers 2 points away from a 4-set win. Great serve again, Eli Soyud. This is a broken play. Cam Victoria, Pineda popping it up. Almonte, yes, through the double block.
Breaks the block.
Chameleons not giving up. A very resilient attitude that a lot of fans will definitely love. Pelaga with a gorgeous serve, but a better pass from Ravena. Almonte with a hit. Ravena saving it. Laksina! And that will set up the Chargers at match point 24-16.
Take a look at that strong cross-court hit by Ivy Laksina. Just actually very consistent for this game.
Substitution.
Ang ganda din ng mga nire-receive ni Laksina kahit na tina-target siya ng Nxled.
Oh, and don't look now. Erika Raagas in the game for the first time. Ivy Laksina will get a rest. A well-deserved rest. And 17 points for Ivy Laksina. Nice hit there.
The hand of Victoria.
Coming from Laika Ebon, saving 1 of 8 match points. Ebon now in double digits, the 3rd player with 10 or more.
Laika Ebon serving for the Chameleons.
Oh, good serve.
Oh, back-to-back points for Laika Ebon. She's got 11 already. 2 set points or match points saved by the Chameleons.
Take a look at that serve. Talagang bumabagsak sa gitna or in the middle of the court of the Akari Chargers.
And take a look at this adjustment by Coach Guidetti. Maraginot is out. No setter on the floor. De Los Reyes is in for defensive purposes at the net. So they've got Almonte, Atienza, and De Los Reyes in front for the Chameleons. Ebon with another good-looking serve. Nisperos, despite the double block, gets it through. Nisperos for the win. 15th point for Faith Nisperos and the Chargers.
That's right, and take a look at that finish by Faith Nisperos. I think Coach Guidetti wanted that strong front blockers, but ang layo ng middle blocker na yun. So there's a huge space there in the cross-court for Faith Nisperos, and that's her strong angle, the cross-court angle.
Second straight start for Faith Nisperos, and she delivers the winning blow as the Chargers win against their sister team in 4 sets, keeping the Chameleons winless so far in the AFC. Coach Takaminoa bouncing back after that 3-set loss to the high-speed hitters. They get their 4th win. They are at 500. 4-4 in the standings. And will help their cause to climb up. Right now they're 8th. We'll see how this affects their position. Meanwhile, the Chameleons will drop down 0-7. Paneng.
That's right. And actually, if you take a look at the scoreboard, ang ganda naman na pinakita ng Nxled ng first 3 sets. But bumitaw na naman sila nung 4th set. And yan na nga yung nasasabi ng ibang mga players na rin nila na yan yung kailangan nilang i-overcome. In situations like this, paano sila makakakuha ng first win nila. But good game for their squad. Improvement. Every game nag-i-improve sila, but it was just not enough to defeat their sister team because this was a very good game by the Akari Chargers as well. It was a slow start for them in the first set, but ang ganda na pinakita nila coming in second, third, and definitely the 4th set.
Ivy Lacsina, top scoring for the team with 17 points. This is her 3rd best scoring game for the Chargers.
And actually, it was a good game from Ivy dahil ang ganda din ng mga first ball and defense niya whenever she's in the back row. And tina-target nga siya ng servers ng Nxled, but because of her good first ball, parang hindi naman natin nahalata or it didn't bother her because ang dami pa din niyang nako-contribute in the scoring department for their squad.
Coming up, the second and final game of our doubleheader is Thursday, the Flying Titans versus the high-speed hitters. So we wish Mitch Cobb a speedy recovery after hurting her neck earlier. But Camille Cal, even with an injured elbow, with a terrific performance today to give the Chargers their 4th win of the All-Filipino Conference. Thanks to our director, Marvin Chanes. For Sam Corrales, Paneng de Knigsworder, I'm Eric Tepan. Thanks for watching more All-Filipino Conference from the PVL coming up right here on your Signal TV channels.